The Armwars event is over. Devon Larratt defeated Sandris Sedis 6-0 in one of the most important, one of the highest display of dominance that we have ever seen. It was quite a one-sided match. Devon knew what he was doing, and maybe Devon knew way before what he was doing. There were some controversies around that match. 33 people have already joined. Wow, that was amazing. Rain Blue, look at Devon's forearm and bicep, LOL. The giant pumpkin training, man. The giant pumpkin training. So, I've already recorded a review video about the Armwars event, which I have not uploaded yet. I wanted to discuss something with you guys, and maybe after that, we'll see how that goes, and then we will upload the event. Reno Message is in the house, the youngster, the future of arm wrestling, the present of arm wrestling. Brother Reno, you tell me, were you expecting it to be alive or not? And what you knew about this? What's up, Pradeep? Denkin is saying, Paul Strength has joined, proving astrology. I think you should upload. I want to, like, I've said some things in that video. I do not want to be exactly wrong. I want to see what the chat is saying. Of course, I will upload. I have recorded a 13-minute video. Why wouldn't I upload it? But unless there is something horribly off in that video, which I'm here looking for now, I'll upload it. So let me give you my review, a few points that I've prepared that we need to discuss today, and then we'll see. I think Aussie Arm Wrestler did that poll, and hello, is Neil's fixed today? Today's Sunday. Yeah, it should be. It should be. Devon leveled up since Prudnik. Yeah, possible, because that time he had only a couple of weeks to train. Sandris lost, Devon won. That is absolutely correct. Hi Pradeep, just wondering how much does the Armwars membership cost in India? 300 rupees, so that is less than $5. No, less than $4. Less than $4 it cost me. And usually it was 6, I guess. Pablo, the legend in the chat. Where's Pablo? Reno Message is saying, I was expecting it to be live and I was quite disappointed when it wasn't. Yeah, that's the point. Pablo, I cannot read Pablo's comment where it was. Yeah, Pablo is here. Pablo Darbedianev versus Sabin Bedulescu, King of the Table, 25th of February, guys. Please watch that out. Hopefully we'll be doing one more interview, Pablo. I told you already, Sandris में दम था पर Devon से कम था. Good. What's up, Pradeep? Okay. Hey everyone. Verma साहब बोल रहे हैं. Reno mentioned in the comment he expected to be, yeah, loved. Not live? Of course he said live. Yeah, it was typed as love. Was once, I think in the beginning, my third or second live stream, maybe I wrote it as love stream because I are close together. Pablo versus Sabin, app.coresports. How strong is Sandris compared to Devon? Not enough strong. I would say that, and I think I would bet money on this match if it happens. Prudnik versus Sandris Sedis. I think Prudnik beats Sandris even worse than Devon. Devon is clearly stronger than Prudnik, but Prudnik can make him look even bad, just like he did against Artem Morozov. I think the match looks similar against Sandris as well. बड़े बालों में अच्छे लगते हो भाई. Yeah, beard is gone, hair gone. Neil should have realized that new people unfamiliar with the Armwars would come to watch this. First of all, they did not write anywhere that it is live. They also did not write anywhere that it is not live. Neil used the word premiere at few places. I saw it on Instagram page, but I think in YouTube community post, even the word premiere is not written. So many people were expecting it to be alive, including me. When people are saying, I also said that if Neil didn't say that it was alive, then what is the problem? I made that community post. Like, we shouldn't say like Neil was deceiving us that it was live. No, he did not really say that it was alive. Yes, it is obvious that he should have said that it is not going to be live, or it is going to be a premiere. He didn't say that, but he also didn't say that it is going to be live. It's just lying by omission. Yeah, that's correct. I can kind of agree with that. Was waiting for your review on this match. Yeah. So why not mention that it is not live? Of course, for the pay-per-views. If a couple of days ago, 3-4 days ago, you knew that it is not live, or maybe that match has already happened, why would you purchase the pay-per-view? Stop hating on Neil. No, I won't stop. So why you tell me, the guy who's saying stop hating on Neil, if you knew it is not live, would you still purchase the pay-per-view, or have you purchased the pay-per-view even now? Terrible haircut again. Neil did nothing wrong. Paul's strength. Thoughts on Siplenkov versus Brzezink. We'll talk about that later in some other live stream. 237 people watching. Thanks for joining, guys. 299 Indian rupees was not live, but happy with the production quality. Production quality is always awesome. Premiere, yeah. So the difference between Premiere and a regular upload is Premiere is also not live, but it shows to you as kind of a live. People can chat live and you cannot skip forward in just like a regular video. If that was a Premiere, the backlash that they are getting would have been less than half, maybe 1/4. The big thing is that it wasn't a Premiere. I had to book a different flight just because of that, the timing of Armwars, because I was expecting it to be alive, and it was kind of I missed something. I missed some opportunities to talk about that match early on, but it was set up like it was live. The first match, Bogdan versus Philip, played like, did it play like it was live? I don't think so. It is just a video uploaded, and the video has like 1300 or 1400 likes. Just by the number of likes, I can assume that the pay-per-view sales are around 6, 7 or 8,000 pay-per-view sales. Bhai tum ganje ho gaye, yeah, bald. I was surprised when I saw a 136 long video. I liked it, but I couldn't skip. Yeah, I also skipped almost all of it. Just watched the Devon match, and that too finished in like 5 minutes. So yeah, it was time saving. Lots of Indians here, and at this time, almost midnight. Mark Skigera, the legend of Super Chats, once again, I messed up by not checking before cancelling plans with friends and family. Not Neil's fault. Best regards to you, Pradeep, and your family. Thanks, brother. Thanks. I also had to make some plans according to that. Where do you rate Devon in overall? So many people are saying that Devon is clearly number 3, he's number 2. Why? Because he beat Prudnik and he beat Sandris. There are many people who can do that. Prudnik has never ever been close to top 5. Prudnik has never been top 5. Sandris is probably not top 15 maybe in the world. So that doesn't make him top 3. He can be top 5 for sure, not top 3, because there are many giants out there, at least not at this weight. Fresh as a daisy, you mentioned in the comments of that community post that it happened 3 weeks ago at Armwars. How do you know that this event happened 3 days ago? Tell me. So when did it happen? First of all, please mention in the chat that what is your guess or your knowledge. Maybe you know for a fact, when did this event happen? I want to know according to you guys. Hey Pradeep, show some forearm. Angiterzi style pose. So why did they put them against him? Who should he face next? Who should he face next? I think it is quite clear who is he facing next. Slap fights are better than arm wars. Coach Ray result. So Coach Ray versus Mindaugas Terrasitis, the match was, so basically there were 4 matches on the card. First match was Mendet Nenches versus someone, I don't know who that was, and of course Mendet won that match. Mindaugas Terrasitis versus Coach Ray. Mindaugas absolutely dominated Coach Ray. It was kind of a mismatch. He tried to beat him in one round in a hook, which was a long match. He couldn't. Other than that, it was a clean sweep. He was like literally showboating. Do you like Andrew Tate? Yes, of course. Bogdan Stoika. Karaoke with a $10 super chat. Awesome, brother. The problem is that we only know who Devon can beat. We don't know who can beat Devon except Levan. Yeah. I think Hermes can beat Devon in a 5-match super match now. Like if that match happens today, I think Alex Kordecha can also beat Devon, because you remember when after that Canadian event when Kordecha was pinning Devon like 20 times, 16 times before Devon could do anything. I heard rumors, do not quote me anywhere. I heard rumors that Alex Kodecha was doing the same thing to Devon on the right arm as well. Like the exact number of times as he did on the left. So that kind of tells you a lot. A big, strong guy with a strong top roll can be a problem for Devon. Zaur Pezulaev, I just don't see any possible way how Devon's King's move can stop Zaur's hit. So there can be many people. Devon somewhere 2 to 10. Did anyone answer? It happened 2 hours earlier. Neil told that. Okay. Probably it happened when Armwars was recorded. How do you know that fresh as a daisy? That is what I want to know. Slap fights, okay. What is Kodecha doing? I don't know. Why isn't he competing? He did say that he wants to compete against Morozov. So maybe next event he's going to compete against Morozov. And hopefully you read that comment when I pinned that in the chat in the Devon video. So Engin said that he is going to face a super heavyweight European at East versus West 7. Devon's opponent. And super heavyweight European. Who are left? Gennady and Artyom Morozov. And in the previous event, Engin did say that Devon, Morozov and Hermes are going to compete, but not against each other. Engin is kind of giving us hints. Maybe he doesn't want to announce that match. He wants us to figure it out. So he did say that Hermes, Devon, Morozov will compete, but not against each other. And Devon will compete against a super heavyweight. So Devon will not compete against Morozov. Who else is left? Gennady Quickvinia and Vitaly Laletin. We have not heard anything from Vitaly or about Vitaly competing in East versus West. So the fair guess from that assessment would be Gennady Quickvinia. Practice matches doesn't count. Yeah, John Brzezinski lost to Larry Wheels in a practice match. Of course, he started underneath with completely low grip. Larry with full pronation. John was trying to see if he can bring back Larry from this advantageous position. And to his surprise, he couldn't. Isn't Dennis a super heavyweight European? No, Dennis versus... That is already announced. Dennis versus Devon Larratt is in October this year at East versus West 9. That match is already announced. Dengin Terret. Proving Astrology with a $5 super chat. I watched it with friends and we just didn't fast forward. I knew it wouldn't be live, but I thought it would happen a few hours before. It was clearly not a few hours ago. I don't know who is saying that it was 2 hours ago. That level of editing, and especially after we have seen that Armwars footages, the editor and Neil Pickup, they take like more time than a Hollywood movie to upload Armwars matches. There is absolutely literally 0% chance that, as someone mentioned, that match was 2 hours ago. Couldn't happen. Not possible. Harry TDM, can anyone from India beat Sandris? No, absolutely not. Proving Astrology with another $5 super chat. Thanks, brother. I now think that it happened a few weeks before. I think Auden's last video was right after they watched it in their basement. I just watched that Auden's last video just before recording the video, maybe 1 hour ago, and I thought almost the same thing. I know what you're saying, brother. I know what you're saying. Man, that is a total mess. It is, like I mentioned in the video that I'll just be uploading now, it is a total mess. It is easy to do investigative journalism on this one, to find the truth when exactly it happened. It is not that difficult. You ask 20 different guys, one is going to mention when it exactly happened, who could really know, and all he would ask is just not to take my name. That's it. And I don't want to do that. I've asked a couple of people and I've mentioned that if you answer this question, I'll use it in a video. I've mentioned that. I've asked this question to Neil Pickup. And Neil has read the message about a couple of hours ago, but he did not reply. I asked one simple question. Neil, when did the match Devon versus Sandris happen? I want to know the date. And he didn't reply. Neil nailed us all. Lagia, what did Lagia say something funny? Arif versus Devon, are you crazy? And Devon would beat Arif, I think. Neil scammed no one. Okay. Abhivandit Verma is 100 rupees super chat. Thanks, bhai. What's the comment? According to Devon and Neil's statements, it happened sometime during Friday or Saturday. That is entirely possible. My problem is, as fresh as a daisy was saying, it happened like 3 weeks ago during Armwars. If that is true, then it is literally criminal, man. It is literally criminal. Devon go down to 105 kilos to humiliate. If he wants to keep 2 titles, then that is possible. If he wants to keep 3 titles, I think he can beat Jerry as well until Jerry is the champion. Next event, who is Jerry going to face? I don't think we know yet. But if it changes hands, if it goes to someone like Hermes becomes the permanent champion, or Zaur Pezulaev, then it can be difficult. But no, next event is a super heavyweight opponent, which is most probably Gennady. If not Vitaly, then I don't think he's going to go down to 105 kilos. Neil pulled a Neil on us. Devon is... Because no stories, man. How is it possible that Coach Ray, Mindaugas Teresitis, they all combined, they all went to UK, wherever that was, and nobody uploaded a story, nobody showed some fun time, having dinners, having breakfast, teasing each other? Literally no stories. Or maybe I missed something. Did you guys see something? If it happened 3 days ago, 2 days ago, why didn't they just upload posts like we just arrived here and the match will happen? No need to mention that the match is going to happen today. You can mention it is going to happen later on. But that's my question. Why no stories? Why nothing? That's why East versus West is just better. Arif is explosive as hell. Almost 400 viewers, Reno. Yep, 407 now. That's amazing stuff. That is amazing. The matches happened 2 weeks ago. There are chats out here. How? But give me some proof, man. Give me some proof. Somebody saying 2 weeks. Like, can you imagine if the matches happened 2-3 weeks ago and I'm inviting Sandris for an interview and Sandris is telling me how well he's going to do against Devon, and Devon is doing the same on some interviews? That is just deception, man. That is fraud. Armwars production is awesome, but why does it all need to be so secretive? I don't know what Neil's obsession with secret is. Neil sometimes tries to keep the matches that literally nobody cares about. He tries to keep those matches secret. Most of the, I would say half of the arm wrestling matches are like, people don't even care. If you literally force them to sit down and watch that match, still people are not going to watch half of the matches. And Neil tries to keep those matches secret till the time when everyone has absolutely forgotten what were the matches. Like Armwars Iron House event, like it took like 7-8 months to upload the matches. Nobody really knew till that time that what were the matches. Nobody cared about, and I don't know what the purpose for that thing is. This is so messed up. Would be so bad if Armwars, if that was the case. Proof will hopefully appear soon. As I said, investigative journalism on this is not difficult. I'm not choosing to do that because, man, it would create a big dent in the image if it happened 2-3 weeks ago. And I asked a few people, I cannot take any names here. I asked a few people, when did this event happen? I know you know that, you're an important person, and they just didn't reply. Same thing goes with Neil. Neil didn't reply. When was the event? Where and why would you not tell us that when it happened, or it is not going to live? Why not clearly mention that? Because people are not going to buy the pay-per-view, and there is nothing wrong with that. But at least now, when people are questioning, I think you should let people know when it exactly happened. Fake advertising, it's what it's called. And people were saying that Neil mentioned it in a podcast somewhere, in a 2-hour live stream. That's how you're supposed to give information now, somewhere, like for a 5-second part in 2-hour live stream, in such a way where 2 people, Uncle John and Ryan Bowen, who are the Fix crew. Yeah, Ryan doesn't really come on Fix any now, but he's a Fix crew, and both of them have competed at Armwars, and they didn't know that if it is going to be live or not. So how can you expect anyone else to know? I didn't know. I'm a journalist. We want to see you gaming Minecraft. I've never played that game. If this happened weeks ago, then the athletes were in Stakings part, guys. Please tell me stakings. Sandris was asked about stakings, Devon was asked about stakings, and I think both of them said that, well, we are not going to have stakings on this match. Why? Because there is not enough time. And I was like, there is almost a week. There is a week, almost a week. Why? A week is enough time for stakings. So was it because the match had already happened? The result was known. Could that be the case? Why there was no stakings? I don't know. Proving Astrology with another big super chat, $10. Thanks, brother. You're the man. I kind of hope it happened weeks ago. It's a legendary con. Man, you and I think a lot alike. Deep down in my mind, there is a part in me who's thinking, no, I hope. Constantly, my brain keeps on telling me that I hope it is not that level of a scam. I hope it happened 1 or 2 days ago. Although I know James Statham cannot edit that video in 1 day, no matter what. He cannot edit that. So I know, but still a part of my brain keeps on telling me, I hope it happened 1 or 2 days ago. But my heart, just the part that, the childish part that wants to have fun, that kind of wants that the event happened 3 weeks ago and we can just laugh about it, how we got fooled, all of us. Me interviewing Sandris and telling him and messaging him on WhatsApp, just like Ryan Bourne was messaging the athletes on WhatsApp, like, best of luck, do the best, shock the world. That would be fun. Okay, I think we should just let it go. I'm happy that we have another promotion with such a rich legacy. 100% agree. Some legit good points, Pradeep. Thanks, brother, thanks. What's your opinion on Levan saying Smaev? I agree 100%. That's exactly what I was thinking. I even left a comment under that video, brother, and it already got like 50 likes. The first thing that when my brother told me that Smaev is really good, watch him, make a video about him. It was like some time ago. And I was like, no, I don't think he's really good. I don't think he's really good. He kind of looks really bad on the table. Like really bad for his size, his strength. He looks horrible on the table. And I don't think he can be an arm wrestler. That's exactly what my thoughts were. And hearing Levan say the exact same thing. Again, mind and heart. Mind was like, he should be a good arm wrestler. It would be amazing if he becomes a great arm wrestler. And heart was like, no, he isn't. Devon can't beat anyone from top 7 super heavyweight. I think 7, I think he can. If you say that about top 5, I will agree with your statement. I may agree with your statement. So what did people say about the stakings part? I forgot to read. Let me go back. Did anyone mention the stakings part? Why no stakings? Needs to learn promotion and transparency. Live is a must. Live is a must, man. People would sacrifice quality all day long for the live. You can upload it later on. I don't know why Neil hates live. The best move on Neil Pickup's part would be to come live tonight and say that, guys, there was no good internet where I had those matches, so I apologize. I cannot go live. Not now, not in the past, and not in the future. It was an internet problem. Neil, that's what you need to say. It was an internet problem. That's what I would have said. Smile would beat. Fix tonight gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'll be asleep. Pradeep got a haircut at Atlantis. Yes, I did. Did not do. No, I cannot find any stakings comment. Maybe I missed. Devon. Oh, no, okay. Not going to read that. And that would be pre-recorded as well. Live fix. Neil needs or the video where he said internet problem. I was working is why. Okay. We want our refund from Armwars channel. So nobody clearly knows when that exactly happened. Some people are saying, someone was saying 2 hours ago, which is impossible. You cannot edit a video like that. That video, that just transferring the files to the PC would take more than 2 hours. So I don't know how you can say that it happened 2 hours before that. Pre-recorded 1 year ago. Devon would beat anyone, and no stories, nothing. None of the athletes shared anything because in the previous events, remember Iron House, everything was kept secret. But when athletes arrived, they shared stories. They uploaded ton of videos. But this time, nothing. This time there was nothing, which kind of leads to the first claim from someone that it happened probably 2-3 weeks ago. Otherwise, why wouldn't be there any stories or anything? It was weeks ago. Lol. Someone pointed out that Devon's hair was noticeably shorter than it was at the Kentucky. That is I watched that. Just before starting this live stream, I watched when Devon was in Armwars event, and 3-4 weeks ago, and now this event, Armwars event, and Devon's hair exactly looks the same. His beard looks like a day or 2-3 days difference maximum. His beard looks almost the same. His hair looks almost the same in the Armwars event and in this event. Janardhan Rao, welcome back to Armwrestling supporter, brother. Thanks. What stupid theories? Sorry, word. I hope it is stupid. My brain tells me that. My brain is telling me that it is not true. Or wants me to believe it is not true. How did the hair compare? Almost the same. Armwars 3 weeks ago, now almost the same. Beard almost the same. Big time scam, pump and dump. Abhivandit Verma, again 200 rupees super chat. Thanks, brother, you're the man. If it happened weeks ago, then that would directly contradict what happened or what the organizers have been saying. Neil never promised that it was going to be live, so that can't be considered a con, but poor communication. Yeah. And Neil was saying up till a few days ago, 3-4 days ago, that he's trying to get the match left-handed as well. Wow. What does that mean? That means that it happened later. Because why would Neil say a few days ago that he's trying to get the match on the left arm as well? Why? Why would he say that? All 420 of you, ESP, Pradeep. Lagia, why don't respond? What's up with Lagia today? Why would Devon travel twice to UK within 3 weeks? BPJ, interesting point. The rematch has already been recorded too, coming soon. Event was promoted to the 4th February. The match definitely wasn't. 4th, that is clear. It wasn't on the 4th. They cannot edit that video in that amount of time. Not possible. Armwars gave us many funny topic. And people are saying that yes, this last time was the same. It was not live, so we kind of knew. 75% people are saying they expected it to be live. 25% people knew because previous events have not been live, and 5-10% heard Neil Pickup mention it somewhere that it will be a recorded event. Live in 30 minutes. What is live in 30 minutes, brother? Robert Gould. You will arm wrestle me? Yeah, I can. You see what I'm dealing with here, man. I hope that's correct. So I've got some handles. I've got the pronation ring as well. You don't know what you're messing with, brother. You don't know what you're messing with. I've got the eccentric handle. I've got the loading pins. I've got the, what is it called? Multi-spinner, I think. And another thing for cupping. I forgot the name. You don't know what you're dealing with. Don't challenge me. 280 pounds Larratt can lose to Coach Ray. Looks like BDSM toy. You guys are amazing. Pradeep the goat. Hey sir. Bindusar Verma. Welcome, brother. Long time no see. Dennis will be number 2 soon. John. I think now Devon Larratt destroys John Brezink. This is what I think. Devon would destroy Dennis Iplankov, not John Brezink. He will confess. Devon in his Levan form beats everyone except Levan. I don't agree. Pradeep burning bridges. Yeah, I've been hearing that for quite some time. Like, I'm like a news channel. Why do I need bridges unless I wanted to be personally invited to those events to cover matches live, which are not happening live anyways. So I don't need the bridges. Pradeep, is this live recorded? And we're just watching a camera zoomed in your phone. Possible. We make a champion out, Pradeep. Your word now, Devon Larratt will destroy Dennis. Yeah, I do think so. And I'm quite sure. about that. Live or not, their things gives topic to talk about. Pradeep trolling is next level. That's why the bridges, man. Why do people keep on bringing this topic? I know, like, if someone wants to invite me to his event, like Engin Terzi has invited me countless times to his event. If I burn bridges with Engin Terzi, then it means he will not invite me. I agree. I can still sit here and make my videos. It is not going to be like over life and death situation for me. Bridges are only for invitation to live events, and as we can see, we are talking about nothing. Nothing is live. Nothing is live, at least in UK. I like to pay live. They and Neil has been doing that for a long time now. How can he mess that up? And they had to remove the comments. They had to disable the comments. There could have been any reason for that. They're saying that the main reason was because people were spamming the results, but I think an even bigger reason could be because people were just hating in the comments. That could also be a big reason. Pradeep versus Bowen live 2 weeks ago. I can sponsor you as a VIP sponsor to East versus West. AW fan. Wow. When will you upload the video with your maximum lifts? I just downloaded. I didn't get time. I've been awake since like 3 2. I didn't even sleep, man. Why am I saying awake? I didn't even sleep yesterday night. I've been kind of busy. Now I'm here, kind of settled. Pradeep the bridge builder. The video was live. So tomorrow, for sure tomorrow it will be uploaded. The video was live. Can you guess, like in the Hermes Gasparini versus the Zaur Levan lift, not Levan, Zaur and Hermes lift, how much could I have got? Not impressive. It is not impressive. I'm already telling you. The same back pressure lift. Not the pronation one, but just the back pressure lift. Victor, you are right. Victor, Armwrestling News, okay. Am I the only one noticed that the thumbnail of the last fix episode were from the match? Interesting. Let me check. People were exposing the time traveling pyramid scheme. Karaoke Vic with a $10 super chat. Thanks again, brother. You've been here previously as well. If you are really in the dog house, you may not be able to interview some of those arm wrestlers, like if you were blacklisted. That is another point. Good point. I agree. Is Pradeep live right now? Yes, I am. I predict 45 kilos, 35, 15 kilos. Man, no. 65. Oh, you're way overestimating me. So 45 kilos is absolutely on point correct, Ali. That was correct. MMT, the new I got 45 kilos. And the Hermes Gasparini back pressure on the table, strict back pressure, in which I think he did 83 kilos or something. In that I got 44. In that I got 30. Actually, I did get 44, but because my arms were kind of gassed already with trying many other lifts, and I said, like, I'll say it is 45. I can do 45 if I was fresh. Pradeep live from 2020. Your weight 45 kilos. No. Back pressure. And on the table from a low angle, back pressure was 39 kilos. Fully lifted 82 kilos, I think, yeah. This seems pre-recorded. Check last fix thumbnail. Yeah, I was about to check that. Okay. Neil pickup. I could have shown maybe. I don't think it is. Yeah, Devon. Yeah, I think you're right. Devon's photo. It kind of looks like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Pradeep has 5 kg back pressure. Is the fix pre-recorded today? Is there a fix today? Has he? Yeah, here's scheduled. Just ask. I'll be asleep by then, I think. 22 minutes only. No, maybe I'm not asleep by then. Have you expected? Just ask. Just spam the chat. We want date, Neil. We want date. When did it happen? That's what we want to know. The thumbnail is 100% real. भाई कौन जीता? Devon जीता या Sandris? Devon won 6-0 भाई. 6-0 Devon. What version? This is something that I really like about Devon. He does not give any round to his. I absolutely hate it when arm wrestlers give rounds to other arm wrestlers just because they have won. No, 6-0 dominance, even worse in the 6th round. That is what you need to do. Pradeep, which is the next match for Sandris and next for Devon? People are saying Sandris versus Prudnik, but I think that will also be a mismatch. Devon, I think for Devon it is Gennady. Irina Gladkaya. I did say that in that video that female arm wrestlers need to climb high and then arm wrestler. And I was like, in a fair, like Irina Gladkaya always does. If Irina arm wrestles against me and I'm not even an arm wrestler, I would beat her. So tell me, maybe I need to create a poll. This live stream started in a very serious manner. Like I was like literally serious, and we are now having fun. Who wins? Like it's almost a comedy now. I'll type my name first because I've seen the name that is first in the options. Sometimes it gets like a little bit more votes than it would if it was the second name. Irina. Ask your community. You saw all the handles, the pronation ring. I'll be working. Not today. If that match happens a few weeks later, few months later. 50%, 52, I'm winning. You guys know what's up. Devon scared of Morozov though. That would be a good match. Pradeep is a Sigma male. Prudnik has moved into romance and kissing. Yeah, it's like, what is that title, man? Somebody mentioned in the comments, yeah, it is easy to pick girls. Just be strong as hell and be an opera singer. It's easy. Anyone can do that. Pradeep would win if the match was pre-recorded. 50%. Do not let that go down. Less than Irina 51. That is disappointing. Pradeep intergender champ. I'm all up for intergender matches. All up for equality. How did you gain weight? By just sitting or laying on the bed for at least 22 hours a day. At least 22 hours in a day, I am either sitting or laying in the bed. Vote Pradeep. Irina 53%. That's not good, man. My chat destroying me. Andrew Tate mindset check. Bindusar Verma. Well, a lot of arm break. Irina Gladka. Irina would win plenty. I'm bigger than her, you know. I hope you know. I'm like 45 pounds heavier than her, at least. We want MMT versus Pradeep. Ban those who voted wrong. I don't think I can check who voted for which person. For 49%. I'm going to win, I guess. Has Neil apologized? No. If let's say if it happened a day ago, if it happened 2 days ago, if it happened 3 days ago, I don't think there is a need for apology. He could simply say, yes, we did make some mistakes. First of all, it should have been a premiere so that people cannot just skip forward and watch the final match. It would have been like a live, almost like a live. This is the first thing that Neil needs to say. And if it was like 1 week or more than that ago, or as we are kind of moving towards the fact that it may have been 3 weeks ago, then for sure there needs to be an apology. At that point, even an apology wouldn't be enough. Because the athletes were saying, if the athletes were quiet, then it would have been okay. But if the match has already happened, and then the athletes are saying that they are going to destroy the opponent, and they're going to perform well, they're going to give it all they have, that is scamming. Keep your look and backdrop. You finally have the combo down. Thanks, brother. Pradeep isn't your typical Indian. He's big and not skinny and lanky. I wouldn't say I'm big. The wrists are kind of skinny, but the hand is getting thick. As I'm working, I have the skinniest fingers, one of the skinniest fingers that you'll see, but they're getting strong. Hermes versus Devon, who will win? I found another 250 pound gripper at a friend's house and I closed it easily. Like it was COC 2.5 is 237 pounds. So if that 250 was in fact in reality a 200 pound one. The 250 that I closed, if that was even 200, I can still close a 250, I think. Because I closed it like, I was able to close it like 3 times at least. 3-4 times. Pradeep making enemies, that's why we'll always channel keep up the unbiased opinion. Thanks, brother. Pradeep, hand bigger than Khaled. Nope. But maybe bigger than Michael. That's how I would say. My hand is longer than Michael Todd. 300 lbs is the real deal. 300 pounds one. Nikhil Pandey, you're talking about the USI 300 pounds gripper. I've closed that one as well. I've been able to close it only 2 times, but I've closed that. Are you natty? Yes, 100%. Pradeep beats Coach Ray easy. Let's go. Sir Bowen has got so massive. He's about to... Ryan Bowen is doing amazing work with his training. I really like the way he's training right now. And Matt Mask and Cobra Rhodes, they need to get some coaching from No Way You Close the COC 2.5. I haven't tried the COC 2.5. But if I were to bet, I would bet on myself closing it. If not on the first time, then for sure in a week. Pradeep is roided out of his mind. He can't close the Clerks 93, man. You're always consistent. Always consistent with this comment. The WTF, this was 1 week ago. This live stream is in fact not live. It was recorded 3 weeks ago during the Arm Gods event. Pradeep, you have a longer hand than MMT is tall from under the table. You'll probably beat MMT. Hermes versus Devon, who will win? Hermes Gasparini. Tell me you can't close the 2.5, the 2. Trust me. Nah, I don't trust you, brother. I don't trust you. I think Pradeep has got a secret crush on Irina. He keeps on talking every video. No, I think I've talked about her in like second time, third time maybe. Pradeep, do hand grippers have any benefits for arm wrestling? I do think, for me in my mind, and I don't believe when some other arm wrestlers, even experienced ones, tell me otherwise. I believe arm wrestling grippers are good for one thing. Grippers are good for only one thing in arm wrestling, and that is to prevent your opponent from slipping. If he's going back and you see positions where the arm wrestler is just crushing their fingers, trying to hold them, trying to contain them, I think that is the benefit that you can get from training grippers. No other benefit in that, because in that situation when you're trying to hold them by the fingers, your wrist is sometimes flopped back in that position as well, almost exactly the same as the gripper position. The COC 2.5 will bring you back down to planet Earth, buddy. Nah, free height, what's that? I think you're underestimating me. I closed a black Jujimufu gripper, whatever that is. When are we? I always wait for it. Somebody tells me, okay, do not waste the time on grippers. Let me give you some other feedback that I want to give you about the Armwars event. So, skipped. Okay, staking parts we already discussed. Maybe somebody wants to mention now, can there be a relation between them not having stakings because that match had already happened? Pancake King Deep, how much do you weigh now? I'm a really fat 89 kilos guy. Almost 200, 195 pounds, something like that, I guess. You have to buy COCs and try it live. Mario, yeah. The problem is not that I cannot afford to purchase a 5,000 rupees COC gripper. But the problem is if the cost is here in India compared to US is 2.5 times. And I'm paying 150% import duties. Does that make sense for me? Not that I cannot afford that, but the import price is more than the actual price of the gripper. That's the reason why I'm not buying that. I had already told Paul Lynn that I'm coming to East versus West. You need to get me some grippers, buddy. COC 2, COC 2.5. My brother got COC 1 for my Dick Fumbler. Hermes is too big. Have you tried any COCs? No, I haven't. You are delusional as hell. You will not just close the COC 2.5 Dude, why? Why do you think so? I want to know, brother. Bindusar Verma, $40 rupees super chat. Thanks, brother. Loved your growth, भाई. Messages पढ़ना नहीं आपने. क्यों नहीं पढ़ना? Price differences depending on location. Yes, Gennady versus Devon. Who will win? That is a good match. Devon will be stretched out in that match for sure. Devon has to take Gennady's hand in the center. If Devon takes his hand there, Gennady has a press to beat Devon there. If Devon is able to crack his hand right in center, then Gennady cannot press him. COC 2.5 broke me. Okay, that's why you're saying that I also cannot close a COC 2.5. Sandris versus Devon, who wins? That match is going to happen 3 weeks later. So pay-per-view does not mean live, guys. This is one point that I want you to address. People are saying that, why would you say it is a pay-per-view if it is not live? Where does it say in the pay-per-view that it is live? Nowhere. So that point I didn't like. When will you come to East versus West? I should have already been there for the last 3 events, but I don't have visa yet. Bogdan Stoika. Okay, I think we have discussed all of that. So Irina Gladkaya beats me in a poll. Irina versus Pradeep. That is disappointing. 242 votes. I'm going to end that poll right now, and I'm going to create another poll. We're having fun today. Can I close a COC 2.5? Ask your community. Sims voting Irina. Sandris versus Devon. I just cannot see. Yeah, speed for left arm up for sure. I cannot see how she is going to beat me. I can just grab her by her wrist and force in a hook and win easy from there. For sure, she cannot beat me on the left. Right, I am also kind of doubtful, but I think I can get it. Abhivandit Verma with a third super chat, 100 rupees. Are you going to next East versus West? It depends on leave, man, whether I'll get leave from my work at that time or not. This is what it depends on. Khalid versus Irakli, who will win? Irina goes King's move. They say, can you close your 2.5 inch COC? What's up? Any upcoming arm wrestlers in India? Lightweight, Rahul Panekar is, I wouldn't say he's upcoming, but he's good. And I want him in East versus West. Rahul Panekar, if we don't talk about Devon, Levan, Dennis, I think if we leave these three, Rahul Panekar from India is probably going to give more views than anyone else that has ever been on a East versus West card. If we talk about strictly about viewership, that person just uploads a photo. Rahul Panekar just uploads a photo on Instagram, and it is like, sometimes I see 13,000 likes, and I was like, must have been uploaded a few days ago, and I see uploaded 2 hours ago, and I'm like, no one is getting that kind of numbers in likes on Instagram. No one in arm wrestling. Maybe Larry Wheels, but no one else other than that. Don't spam, please. Onkar, what was he saying? Khalid versus Irakli. I think Irakli will win. What is the level of Suhail Khan, the wrist hunter? Suhail Khan is, I would say, a little bit lower than Mazahir Saidu. Wrist hunter is 70 kilos. He's good. Captains of Crush. Yeah. Is he that famous? Andrew M? Yeah. So for reference, I just took a round from WAF. Nobody really watches WAF. WAF 2022 in Turkey. A round where Rahul Panekar lost. Rahul lost that round to the champion Nurdolat Adar Khan. No, Yerdolat Sarabai. Sarabai beat him, and that short video got like 1.3 million views on my Hindi channel. The Barrow Peter. Say your name, okay? Thanks, clerk. So 1.3 million views on a match that he lost. And someone else uploaded a match where he won, and I think it has like 2-3 million views. When he beat Larry, that got like 2 million views in shorts. 20 million views. 20 million views in shorts. You cannot beat Rahul Panekar in terms of views, especially when it comes to shorts. If you want if you want viewership, if you want audience from India, invite Rahul Panekar. No one. Maybe I'm overestimating. Maybe I'm telling you guys, Not in long format, but maybe in short format, Rahul Panikkar gets more views than Devon Larratt and Denis Siplenkov combined. That's what I'm telling you. It may sound crazy, but you have to be in India to know what kind of viewership arm wrestling has in India in the shorts format or in reels format. Anything, you can just sit there, create a good reel, and India doesn't care about super heavyweight arm wrestlers. Every single famous arm wrestler in India, what Engin keeps on talking about, we should appreciate quality more. Every single famous arm wrestler in India is like 70 kilos or less, 80 kilos or less. Pradeep says he can close 2.5. 55% people. I'm losing polls on my own channel. It means my goals are high. My goals are high. If everyone said that I can do that, then maybe it is not a high enough goal. Also, Pradeep, I'm not crazy. You think I'm crazy just because I think I can close a COC 2.5? I want to see Pradeep gripping his... Alright, thanks guys. I'm about to end this live stream now. This live stream was about Armwars event. 4 matches, high quality production value, okay audio, not perfect, perfect video, good camera angles, and good replays, everything. 4 matches, Devon Larratt destroyed, and I think all of them were kind of one-sided matches, but the event was overall good. Pradeep becoming more delusional. I'm just having fun with you guys. You don't know what a COC 2.5. You don't know what these skinny fingers feel like. Thanks, Pradeep. Pablo is still here in the chat. Pablo versus... The news for you is Pablo versus Sabin Bedulescu, King of the Table 6, 25th of February. Good replays. That's a point. I did not say that intentionally. This time, previously I did, but this time... This time I did not say that intentionally. Harvey Winstein. Okay guys, thanks. You guys are awesome. And subscribe. 356 people watching. For me, I don't believe that this match was just 1 or 2 days ago. Maybe there is a chance that it was recorded 3 weeks ago. As someone was saying, why would Devon travel to UK twice in 3 weeks? That doesn't make sense. There is a possibility Devon's haircut was almost same, beard was almost same. There is a possibility that match happened 3 weeks ago. And I asked some arm wrestlers, including Neil Pickup, bro, please tell me when that match exactly happened. And crickets. No answer whatsoever from Neil Pickup after he has seen the message. So there is a good possibility that match happened few weeks ago. If that happened, then it is almost criminal. It is a scam. That makes me lose a ton of respect for the athletes and for the competitors. I hope that is not the case, because I do not want to lose respect for them. I hope that is not the case. And there is a good possibility it could have been a week ago, or if it is less than a week ago, still I'm not okay with that, man. When did I interview Sandris Sedis? I interviewed Sandris, I think 3 days ago or 4 days ago. Sandris was telling me how well he's going to do against Devon. He's not scared of Devon. And if that at that time it had already happened 4 days ago. I hope it is less than 4 days ago. Otherwise, I'm just going to create a lot more chaos for them. Thanks, brother. Bye. Please subscribe. And I will close the COC 2.5 and I will beat Irina. And yes, maybe I'm being delusional.